Yes, I'm going to be fixing the score right now. Can't do that while we're starting the stream. Doesn't work like that. There we go. 1-1 is going to be score right now in this best of 7. So we have a lot of games next. Let's go. Hopefully we'll be ready with our next game relatively soon. It's going to be hosting. They asked if I was going to be hosting next one. I don't know what the maps are, to be honest. Okay, Expedition Lost. Here we go. Expedition. Why does it say best of 5? It's a best of 7. I edited that. Here we go. Streaming data. We're going to have Sash playing, and we're going to have Tater Tot. Invite to Gamet. There we go. Okay. Expedition Lost is our next map of the night. It's going to be the third game. Doesn't work. Oh shit. Mouse stream sound. Hopefully there will be some less lag in this game. I set the FPS to 30. It doesn't look as good, but if it gets rid of all the stuttering that we had in the previous game, I do think it's going to be worth it. So hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Expedition Lost LE. The current score in this best of 7 is going to be 1-1. Spotting the top right as our blue Protoss player, representing MLG, it's Sash. Major League Gaming, of course. It doesn't look like that lag is going to be gone right here, which is just super weird. Ending bottom left, spawning as our red Terran player, representing Humble Bumble? What? It's going to be Tater Tot. I just lost the words there. I don't know. And yes, finally we have a PVT once again. I didn't have time to check up on these players before the match, so I don't know in what leagues they are and have been. So we're gonna have to figure out on our own, perhaps do some guessing. We have no idea if these are equally skilled players at all. Gas first here from Tater Tot is going to be an interesting choice here. I don't really know why you go gas first here versus Protoss, but I guess we'll see. We'll see what it decides to do with it after it drops the barracks and all that good stuff. For now, just going to be mining off of one gas here, and there we go. There's the barracks coming down. So with the gas first, I do kind of expect him to go into factory, skip out on that Reaper. And oh my god, the harassment is real. Can I actually take down this SV? No, I don't expect him to, really. Nope. Gets pushed back by another fellow SUV right there. And a double gas coming out from Sash. And this gives him a lot of different possibilities. You can either go with 2 in each to get some, like, some chilly mining. Or if you go with 3 in each, you get shit tons of gas. And just get some, like, early Oracle out or some early Stalker and whatnot, Mudship Core. But we'll see what it's like to do up against this gas first. He knows it was gas first, so we'll see what Tater Tot decides to do with this. We're gonna see the factory immediately. It's up to 100 gas right now. Barracks finished up. Factory. Factory. Marine. You what, mate? Here's the factory. Oh my god, Tater Tot, you sneaky bastard. He's going to be dropping a factory here in the back of Sash's base. Going to be floating it in later on to build a Widow Mine. This is such a sick build. And you know, Sashi's got 3 in this one and 2 in that one. And there we go, 3 in each. Which is a lot of mining here. With the, you know, just barely reaching 20 supply here. And he's got 3 harvesters in each gas already. And he's getting a bunch of core up. He's managed to accumulate a bit of chrono boost, but he's not putting it into the stalker. There we go. I think he's going to be aggressive off of this, and this is actually a build I've been going for quite a bit. It delays. Oh my god, he's going to spot this with a bunch of core. Such a sick scout. Oh my god. Oh, it's just. Oh my god. Sash, you silly sick player. Oh my god, the SV survives still barely. Can he get it in there and build a Widow Mine on time? He's gonna try it. Oh, the stalker can block it. The stalker's gonna block it. Yeah. Tater Tot needs to get out of there. And on the other side of the map, Sash is dropping down the proxy stalker right now. And what can Tater Tot do to hold us off? What can he do? He can't do anything. He's researching his impact right now. Gonna try to land the factory over here. But the factory is far away. Oh my god, now Tater Tot is going to be dropping down a whole lot of barracks. I don't know what for. I think he just had a lot of spare money, but he can't really produce off of 4 barracks on one base. Not going to be happening. And he hasn't got anything to do with this. You need 6 Marines to deal with an Oracle. The Oracle is already here with a Stalker and the Mothership Core. Nope, just 1 Stalker following it up as well. And the Stalker can deal with like 5 Marines, perhaps 4 at least, with some micro. And oh my god, Tater Tot, I think he's just gonna die outright here. As soon as this Oracle pops, he's dead. He's not even producing a Marine right now. He's gonna try to run with his SVs, I guess, but he's already so low on SVs. It's 24 to 19 right now. And Sashi dropping down at Expo as well. Yeah, Expo, bloop. Oracle, bloop, bloop, going into the main base. And there we go. The ability being used. SV starting to fall. 2 have fallen. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. More SVs going to die as well. Yeah, he's losing a lot to this Oracle harassment right here. Tater Tot dropping to 14 supply right now. 36 to 14. He can just push up with the Stalkers. Where's the second Stalker? There's 1 Stalker. Where's the second one? I don't know. But Tater Tot is going to be in a bad position. Oh my god. He's at 11 workers right now, dropping down a second ore mule, but it isn't quite going to be enough, I don't think. I do think the spikes improved a bit, you know, when we reset the FPS, but at least we know that wasn't the main cause of this. It's just the fact that we're on NA, and there is a certain speed for internet, I guess, to travel across the ocean. Robo is coming down right now. Gateway, second gate pushing up. He's also researching Warp Gate, I think, to just go for a push. So now he's moving up with the Stalker. Of course, he's got this forward pylon here for the Stargate as well to warp in at. The engineer base down, but there's still not enough Marines to deal with this Oracle. Focusing down the SV, building the missile turret, and just cleaning up all the SVs. Actually saves the Oracle once again. So 4 more SVs going down. 15 in total have been killed by this Oracle. A Marauder has been produced right now though, which may help him in holding off this like aggression from the Stalkers. But still, he's in mining. Slash is on 2 bases right now, and Tater Tot, he's he's in a bad position. He's got the factory up though, so he's got a bit of tech available to him, but he's in mining. It's 400 in income to like 800, 300 even. And Sash, I think, is just gonna, you know, bide his time, I guess. I think that's like correct usage of that term. Just wait. He's gonna utilize his income advantage and then just push later on. Just kill, just murder. But we'll see. The turret has been established here though, which is going to shut down this Oracle harassment, I do think. But still, Sash has been able to do so much damage. Oh my god. He's gonna try to come in once again. He might find a good angle to deal some damage. Oh, I don't think so, since the barely any SCVs mining off of these mineral patches. Can't really find any stray ones. Now Immortal coming up as well as Forge, Twilight Council. Isn't that a second Twilight Council? Is that the first one? Yeah, it might be the first one actually. Oh my god. Sash is gonna try to make it happen here. It's 62 supply to 30. What can Tatertot actually do to come back into this? First of all, he has to produce SVs constantly. He has to mine with every single SV. Tatertot, you listening to what, mate? Has to mine with every single SV that he's got and just utilize every single advantage that he can get. Mine with every single harvest that he can get. Man, what are you doing? Tatertot, you... I think he's a bit nervous or something. I don't know what's going on here. But Sash is still waiting. He doesn't want to rush this. Doesn't want to risk losing the game. Drops a revelation as well. That's such a good spell. It is mostly smooth now, says Andy in chat. Andy, who we casted earlier this night. Okay, thank you very much, Andy. Templars coming down as well. Charge all of one base. Immortals as well. Sash would actually, you know, go up to 3 bases if you want to. I don't give a shit. Yeah, there we go. Third base coming down as well. As long as it doesn't give Tatertot too much time. And as y'all can see, Tatertot has still not been given enough time. He's not trying to expand even. He's not trying to get back into this. I do think Tatertot isn't actually that highly ranked. I think he's in a lower league than Sash is. So that could also explain this quite a bit. Now third base is coming out right now from Sash. And finally, it looks like Tatertot is going to try to get some map vision back. He's got 1 medevac actually done right now. He isn't producing anything off of this factory. He's not producing anything off of these barracks. There we go. And he's still very low in harvesters. It's 16 to 56. I mean, he could have been like a very solid 30 right now with 2 bases or more running if he would have focused on that. But instead, I think Tatertot has been focusing on panicking instead of just building stuff. There's still some great vision coming out of this Oracle. It's just patrolling it back and forth here in front of this base of Tatertot, trying to keep an eye on what is actually going on. And once again, he's still doubling the supply of Tatertot. So 103 supply to 48 right now. He gets a full scout up right here. Go Humble Bumble from Fearcrag TV in the chat. Fearcrag is a dude from my clan, by the way. I actually started up our core clans. That is lovely to see him here. Thank you very much, man. I lower the FPS to 30 the way you usually do, because it reduces some lag stuff. So now Sash, he has managed to establish his third base right here. And he's just going to go crazy on the income compared to Tatertot. He just dealt so much damage with this Oracle in the early game, and I do think Tatertot, he didn't focus on the SV production as much as he probably should have. And actually a second robo finishing up as well. Is Storm done? His Storm is done. Storm is so done, man. Plus 1 armor is getting researched as well. I think Sash is actually waiting a bit too long with this push. I don't know why he's taking so long to actually end this game. He could have done it like at least 5 minutes ago. But we're at the 40-minute mark right now, and Sash, he's still not trying to push out on the map. He's still staying in his base and macroing up, I guess. He's just getting a good time. You know, I can practice my macro right now. Why not? So that is what he's going to be doing. And there we go, Tatertot. Boom, dropping down the expo right now. We're at the 15-minute mark, and he's dropping down his natural. He's kind of far behind, yeah. 5 gateways, 5 more gateways coming up as well. Oh my god. Sash moving up with the Oracle once again. He's got these forward pylons established. Like, gonna secure 4th base now. Sash, I don't know what you are waiting for. What are you waiting for, honey? Just go and kill him. Just go. Just go right here and kill him. He's going to move out just as Tatertot loads up. But he spots this. He spots it with the Oracle rather. He spots it all. And what is he gonna do? Is he gonna see the medevacs unload? Nope, the medevacs are going for it, man. And Tatertot, he doesn't want to. Oh, Sash rather doesn't want to be aggressive. He wants to stay at home to defend this, I guess. But Tatertot, this is like all in for him. If this doesn't work, I don't think anything is going to work for him. Unfortunately, he has to deal with all of these storms as well, and feedbacks. And this is getting spotted right now by Sash. He's got Phoenixes moving out to try to deal with these medevacs, try to force a boost into this third base, perhaps. Feedbacks. Oh my goodness. Oh my god, that was a shutdown if I've ever seen one. And all the medevacs are going to get cleaned up. One Marauder, one Marine manages to unload. That is going to be that. Ferdburfel, welcome. Ferdburfel. It was so hard to say your name in game as well. It was just like impossible. And now Sash 183 to 43. It's just going to butcher right now. And this could have done this a long time ago, but instead choosing to just expand on his lead and really secure this win. But no, still trying to secure his win. Getting up to 4th base is really important. Try to macro up when your opponent is on 22 hours just to 80 fucking go. It's fine. It's fine. And now Sash, I think, is going to be pretty pleased with what he sees right here. And now he's going to be moving his donks forward. I don't know if he's like... what's the word? Why... Oh my god. What people do in Hearthstone all the time when they're clearly ahead. I don't know. There's going to be the GG from Tater Tot. And Sash... 2-1-0 or 2-1 lead for Major League Gaming. Ooh. So let's get that up. Come on, man. I want to change this. Here we go. 2-1 lead for Major League Gaming right now. That game took 18 minutes. It's actually getting a bit late here in Sweden right now. Let's see who Tater Tot. Let's actually have a look at. He's been in gold once. That's it, it's been in gold once. And as we all know, the StarCraft ladder system is kind of messed up with new players. Vani Research Station, I'm on it. I'm on the job. Gotta pick up the pace here. Create with mod. Reason to play mods. Come on. Game Heart. Yeah, baby. Game Heart just gives me a few more tools to work with as a caster. It's just pretty nice to have. Ferdburfel, you laughing at me. Your name was not, it was not pleasing to cast with your name. Okay, let's try to get Turnip. He's away. Okay, there we go. Let's see if Turnip gets in here. I'm like pushing it right now. I want to accelerate. Oh my god, I was forget about the ghetto lamp. I can't have it like shining all the time because it drains so much battery with these flashlights on the phone. They just drain a whole lot of batteries. You can't keep it on at all times, but to show off all of this, I need to keep it on for as long as possible, for as much as possible. If you haven't already, be sure to leave a follow on my channel. I just do after hours gaming league here. Sometimes I stream some ladder, perhaps. But you know, after hours gaming league, my stuff. Also, this thing, I tweet about some stuff, you know, stock stuff, of course. I cast for SV Rush as well. So if you want to know when I go live and casting that, you can follow me on Twitter because I announce it all there. So that's going to be District SC right there. So welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to game number 2. That is how we do it. Oh, not game number 2, game number 4 here in this best of 7 between MLG and Hubble Bundle. This time we are on Vani Research Station, and spawning in the 12 o'clock position is going to be representing Major League Gaming, Anakin, MLG. Just gonna call him Anakin for now, because I think he's like head dude of MLG's StarCraft team. So Anakin is going to be his name for this game. And in 6 o'clock position as his opponent, rocking the red trunks for this game, is going to be Turnip. Almost like Tulip. But it's turnip instead. I don't know. My English isn't that stellar. My vocabulary could definitely be a whole lot better than it actually is right now. Saying all, let me get rid of this phone right here. There we go. Tesla LED shut down now. So it's going to be a CVC now. One of the matchups that I think is pretty difficult to cast because, as I said earlier, not a Zerg nor a Maniterran player, so it's going to be hard to cast this one. But I'm going to give it a shot nonetheless. What I know about CVC is basically that you can go into Ling Bling in the other game, or you can skip it completely and go straight into Roaches. But you basically can't skip the Roach part. You can't do that. You can try to go 2-base Muta, but if you don't deal damage, you're dead. And I think it's so hard to deal damage nowadays with 2-base Muta, just because of how strong the Spore Crawlers are. It's just super hard to deal damage with them. So we'll see how both of these players do decide to play it out, but I do think they might skip out on the Ling Bling. Depends on how safe they feel playing that. I know a lot of players feel really insecure about Ling Bling micro. And then it goes straight into Roaches, but we'll see how they play it out. For now, both opening up with Spawning Pool first, and a hatchery coming down for both players. Identical builds here, except for the fact that Turnip is going for the hatchery at his 3rd base location. This is an interesting choice. I guess he wants to save this expansion for later to get it like, it's still a very safe expansion to get, so I guess he wants to delay it for as long as possible. But we'll see how it plays out for him. So far, both of these players doing identical builds right now. 2 Zerglings being added on, Queen being started right here. Queen hasn't been started actually. There we go. Queen started right now for Anakin. I think it was slightly supply blocked there or something. And this is cool to see. Some small differences between these players. Right now, Turnip is dropping down that gas. I do expect Anakin. Oh my god, he's already dropped this down. I completely missed it. Anakin went for an earlier gas compared to one of Turnip, and now he's going to be dropping down the road run at the 4-minute mark, which is early. That is super early, and it's going to try to prevent these Zerglings from Turnip making it into his main base. It would be cute if it like put hold position, hold position, hold position, hold position. With all of his Zerglings here to try to prevent them from running into his main base. But not for now. For now, Anakin just going to keep him back here. But let's see if Turnip gets in here. Scouts out that this Roach one is here. Oh, he doesn't. Why don't you run in there, bro? Bro, you need to get some scouting intel. That's what these Zerglings are for. These first 2 Zerglings are dead to scout. And so far, Turnip's only sticking to his spawning pool tech. Hasn't even dropped the Baning Nest. And, you know, how many guys is Anakin on? Yeah, Anakin is on 1 gas right now, so he can't, you know. This is kind of all in. Or like he wants to deal damage with this at least. Because 2 gas, with double gas, you can produce Roaches like pretty much continuously on 2 bases. But with 1 gas, you can't really do that. Because you're just gonna have too much lava to produce Roaches continuously. So instead, he wants to like deal damage now and get as much minerals right now as possible. Try to delay his guys as much as possible. So now the Roach push is going to start very soon. Oh my god, Anakin is gonna lose. He's losing an overload right now, and this is not good for him. It's gonna be supply blocked for just a few seconds here. But it's going to delay his Roach production, definitely. But I made 4 Roaches. And then he goes back to droning. I don't really understand his choice right here. It's going to be behind in the drone count right now. Turnip is going to be ahead by roughly 4 drones, and he's also got this. He had this expansion on the low ground, which could have been really susceptible to an early push, but instead Anakin decided to just skip out of this push now. You're not feeling it, and just go back to droning instead. And then you come tab, you can see that he's down by roughly 6 hostas. There we go, evening it out a bit, but still, he's not in the best of position right now. We'll see if it makes a huge difference though. As we all know, macro is the most important part. And you know, if he invests a bit too much into these spine crawlers to hold off any push that isn't actually coming, then you know, Anakin is going to be able to turn that around. Now third base is coming down from Turnip right now, and he's going to try to scout out if his opponent's going for one as well. What he's going to see is that nope, no third base has been added on. Instead, no, Anakin, he had Burrow started, but he just cancelled it instead. So I don't really know what Anakin's plan is from here on out. As you see, Turnip has actually been reacting heavily to this non-roach aggression. It's just been droning not at all, and putting down a lot of spine crawlers as well. So, oh my god, he's investing a whole lot in static defense. Oh my god, this is so much. This is such a heavy investment. He's really expecting a lot of roaches to come knocking on his front door in a matter of seconds right now. And sure, there are quite a lot of roaches here, but I mean, he could just take the roaches himself and hold it off without a problem. But instead, he invests into 6 spine crawlers that can be run. He can just run by them. Run here, whoop, 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 and take down this hat from the other side instead. If Anakin would have had a lot of roaches out. But now Spire is coming out from Turnip. So I guess that's why he didn't want to invest into road one. He wanted to keep as much gas in the bank as possible. But still, he isn't mining that much gas. He is, of course, mining off of all of his guys to the right here. But it's just now securing that third base. So it's kind of still a 2-base muta push. Or 2-base muta tech, I guess. Now Anakin is getting a few more roaches up. He's actually made quite a lot of them. But Glide Reconstitution is far away, and Valley is actually surprisingly large once, you know, when you actually look at it. It's a long distance to walk, and roaches with a movement speed of 2.25 are not going to get to the other side of the map in like a heartbeat or anything. But still, Turnip, oh my god, what are you doing? Why? I guess he just wants to get up a whole lot of mutas, deal damage, and just prevent a counterattack from actually killing him off. Because as we all know, mutas don't deal a whole lot of damage versus roaches, so I guess that's his plan. But now Anakin's just going for it. He's gonna cancel this. Oh my god, he canceled the third base. This is huge for Turnip. And he's gonna get into main base as well to deal a lot of damage. I don't think Anakin can hold this off without losing too much. There we go, roaches actually make it there in time to hold it off. Slow links, that's just funny to see at this 10-minute mark. But now he's going to be met by all of these spine crawlers. We'll see if he can run up into the main base, perhaps. He's going to pull back immediately. Nope, he's going for it, man. I don't give a shit. I don't respect your spine crawlers. Try to run into the main base, perhaps. The other side is there guarding it, so I don't think it's going to be a possibility. But now the mutalisks are here. And these are going to be set to the roaches, fortunately, for Anakin. But the thing is, he hasn't got any tech to deal with the mutalisk. He has got an evolution chamber up, I do think. And is he gonna drop spore crawlers? As I said earlier, I don't like mutalisks too much because spore crawlers are so strong against them. And if he gets like perhaps two spore crawlers in his base, he's gonna hold this up just fine. But the thing is, he can't in this third base. This is what puts him far behind, because now Turnip can easily deal with these roaches. And just... He's dropping spore crawlers right now, good choice. He's got the Hydra list then up, but he can't really produce a whole lot off of this Hydra list then off 2 bases. He's gonna try, of course, but with Turnip being on 3 bases, mining a whole lot off of this third base as well. As you can see in the income, it's just ahead in every single way, except for gas, you know, because for some reason they're okay, he's not mining gas off of this base. That explains it. So now Anakin, I think, is going to try to push down to try to secure up a third base. But with these mutalisks roaming the sky, it's going to be hard for him. He's making, oh my god, it's 15 hydras. That's a whole lot of hydras. And if he gets a good trade, he could probably kill off all of these mutalisks, but I doubt Turnip's going to trade with 15 hydralisks. A lot of Zerglings here though as well, and as we all know, hydralisks aren't good at all versus Zerglings, so we'll see. Turnip's just now camping outside, killing off roach after roach. But as you see, it just takes him a whole long time to kill off roaches. And now the hydralisks are here. Are they gonna get it? Muta? No. with that tissue regeneration. They regenerate so quickly. But oh my god, 22 banelings are coming in. Glide rig or centrifugal hook strand is going to be finishing up as well. And banelings deal additional damage to light units such as Hydralisks. So, this means that if the banelings get on top of the Hydralisk, they're gonna wreck them before the Hydralisk can actually deal with the Mutalisks. So now Mutas going into the natural. You know, it doesn't look like it has a lot of static D, but 2 Spore Crawlers can actually wreck this Mutalisk clump if he messes up the control. So far though, hasn't done that. Just cleans up the guys, so kills off 3 or 4 harvesters in the process. But now Anakin is going to be pushing out on the map, and if Turnip hasn't got his Mutalisk in position to deal with this, things might be a bit tricky for him. But since he's got so many Spine Crawlers, I think he's going to be fine. Trying to suicide a high energy, get some scouting intel done. I don't know why he wouldn't suicide a roach instead. Either way, he's gonna try to get into the main base. The banelings are here. They don't want to detonate on the roaches though. No, they're gonna run around to detonate on the Hydralisk instead. And remember, Anakin is only on 2 bases. He's gonna cleaned up without a problem by Turnip. And there we go. Anakin is going to be GGing out. And we have an even game. It's going to be 2-2. Humble Bundle versus Major League Gaming. Two. Okay, so cool. There we go. 2-2 score right now. Of course, it is a best of 7, so maximum 3 games remaining. Minimum 2 games. So say I've already asked. Okay. So see, stream should have been a bit smooth, I think, in the previous game. Okay, cool. Let's see. Cactus Valley. LE. That's my shit. Ladder edition for life. We have Fungus versus MLG DJJAJY. Oh my god. No shit, I messed this up. Like, Battle.net 2.0 is just so slow. So slow, it takes so long to do everything. Okay, there we go. Get anything settled. Because it looks like we're going to have a previous diamond player up against a bronze player right now. So, but I do think our previous diamond is going to be like gold level right now. Let's go. We are in the playoffs, ladies and gentlemen, of After Hours Gaming League Season 5. And now we're going in to the 5th game of the night. Oh my god, a lot of games. And the current score is 2-2. Okay, cool. Alright, welcome everyone to Cactus Valley LE, one of the new maps introduced with the new map pool, of course, this season. And spotting in the top left, representing MLG. Oh my god, how am I going to pronounce this? Again, we need to think about this. DJJ, oh my god, so easy. It's DJJ. And at the bottom right, spawning as our red bronze player, it's going to be PvP. It's going to be representing Humble Bundle. It's Fungers. There we go. And Fungers, you know, he reminds me of Fungi, which is not nice at all. Just wanted to point that out. And Fungers was the guy in Bronze League, I do think. I think he lost like 3 placement matches and got placed into Bronze. But of course, it doesn't have to mean anything because of how the ranking system works right now. Oh, Mr. 7 blocks. There we go. So MLG GJJ, he's going to be scouting out immediately across the map. This is such sick scouting. How does he know? I don't know. Hacker confirmed? Question mark, question mark. No, I'm just kidding. So 12 gate going down from DJJ, and I don't know why he would do that on such a large map. No need to save probes to get an early gate out. Try to get up as much economy as you can instead, because the likelihood of someone 2-gating you, no one's gonna 2-gate you on this map. What is DJJ doing though? Is he going to be dropping a forward pylon, or is he just keeping the probe here to scout later on? My guess is going to be the latter. Latter. It has to be latter, right? Yeah, and DJJ is actually accumulating quite a lot of chronoboost here, and he still hasn't started mining gas. He's just not chronoboosting out any probes at all. What is DJJ up to? He's doing some sneaky business, that's for sure. And he still hasn't dropped a single chronoboost in this game, I think. And Funger is just staying ahead right now. He's dropping silence core at an even timing. He's mined gas. He's higher on probes. It's 17-14. And DJJ is he's just not putting himself in a good position right now. He's going to be building a Zolot, which is not going to be useful at all. And he's still keeping this probe here. What are you going to do? Because he hasn't really been mining that much gas either, and he's actually not ahead in gas mining right now. There we go, finally chronoboosting out those probes. You know, better sooner than later, I guess. Or like, no, that's not the word. Better later than never. Yes, there we go. And now he's going to be chronoboosting out Warp Gate. That's just why he wants to stay low on harvester. He's gonna stick to the 1 gas, go up to like 16 on minerals, 3 in gas. 3 more gates in the back here, boom, boom, boom. 4 gate with the forward pylon. I figured it out. The reason for as to why I didn't figure this out is just because I don't play 4 gate. I never 4 gate myself. But DJJ, he's going to be going for the 4 gate right now. It either works or it fails. And if Funkers goes for an early expo, it could definitely work. Pushing up this small ramp here with filtered overcharge and force fields available to Fungers, it's going to be difficult. We'll see how many gateways Fungers does decide to go up to though. So far only sticking to the 1 right now, dropping down the robe as well. This could be really good for him if he manages to get it up in time. But DJJ is already pushing out on the map. Bruh, he should have dropped this pylon quite a while ago, because you're going to supply lock now. Either way, how many houses has he got? He's actually got a few too many here. They've got 3 more gateways coming down. Oh my god, in the right positions as well. DJJ, drop down the pylon for fuck's sake. So far he hasn't dropped the forward pylon. This could actually be delaying his push, because right now his warp gate is going to be finishing up. There we go, there's pylon. I think it's going to be timing just nicely with that warp gate. As you can see, 20 seconds remaining on these gateways, and 5 seconds remaining on that warp gate. He's chrono boosting it out, even though those gateways are not done. He's actually taking a second geyser here as well. Perhaps he wants to transition out of this later on, but for now, DJJ, he's going for it. But the thing is, Funger's warp gate is done right now. He's got one robo going to be producing an immortal right now, chrono boosting it out. He's actually playing this completely blind. Fungus hasn't scouted anything in this game, and he's chrono boosting out an immortal. This is just insane, like spider senses from Fungus. I think he's going to have no problem holding this up whatsoever. With that immortal, he's going to be able to take down these stalkers so quickly. But DJJ is going to try to do his best here. Warp gates are just now off of cooldown, reinforcing with zealots and stalkers. Of course, he doesn't want to prioritize a lot of sentries here. Perhaps just have one guardian shield available, which I think is going to be exactly what he's going to have right here. So here we go. DJJ, now or never. He's going to be pushing up. Of course, zealots do fare very well against stalkers when on micro. But we'll see if Fungus can make it happen. He's trying to focus down the immortal. No. That's not gonna happen at all. Fungus is pushing this back without a problem. I don't think was Fungus really the one in Bronze League while MLG DJJ was in Dark Gold. I don't know. Perhaps it was the other way around. But Fungus is pushing this back right now. He's going to be ahead in tech, ahead in armor supply. Is he ahead in workers? Actually, no, he's not ahead in workers. It's going to be on 16-16 instead. Now he's going to try to push out on the map, and with those immortals, they just deal a whole lot of damage. 55 or 50 rather, 2 armored units. And he's going to expand on the back of this. No, he's just sending out a second immortal. Is this to expand or is this to be aggressive? Where's this probe going? It looks like he wants to be aggressive right now. He's not gonna make it up that ramp. Force field could have been dropped, unfortunately. DJJ not quite focused enough to drop it down. Now he is up to 3 gateways here, Fungus, but unfortunately he hasn't turned that one into a warp gate just yet. Just a small mishap that happens from time to time, I guess. Now Fungus, I don't think he's going to be able to push up here. Pushing up a ramp and cleaning up an army on like even ground. It's just 2 different things right here. Oh my god, it's not spotting the army. There we go. I thought DJ was going to move down and just lose to these immortals. But nope. Fungus on the back of this, adding on his Nexus. So he's going to transition out of this weird play and it's going into a very quick robo. Oh my god, we're going to see no like immortal charge load composition. We're going straight to Colossi, which are, you know, really good against stalker heavy compositions, of course. But we'll see how DJJ transitions out of this. So far hasn't done anything to do so. Sticking to the 4 gates for now, not even dropping a robo or a twilight, perhaps a DT. What the? What is this? Why would you drop a pylon here? We can drop a pylon anywhere you want. Why would you try to block your own minerals? Either way, a stray immortal is getting picked up, and that's a huge pickup right now for TJJ. And it's going to be cleaning this up without a problem, getting a nice concave, focusing down the immortal very quickly. And look, Fungus is getting cleaned up in the middle of his natural base. And now DJJ can just push, man. Push. It's 54 supply to 31. Armor supply is 30 to 14. Fungus warping his stuff at home right now to hold this off. But DJJ, he can deal a lot of damage here. Just now, is Fungus going to be able to clean up this pylon perhaps? Is going to get rid of it? No, he can't really afford to move out, I don't think. And a lot of these stalkers are on the move right now. Of course, Fungus has that tech advantage with the immortals, but is really going to be enough to hold this off. More stalkers getting warped in right now for DJJ. And he can just, I think he's going to be able to get this Nexus. Of course, there is Photon Overcharge available. It deals a lot of damage over time. It deals 20 damage over 60 seconds, and it's just really strong. But if the stalker numbers are just overwhelming right now, it could be hard for Fungus. He could just lose the Nexus outright here. But remember that he still has an army of his own, and he's going to be pushing this back for now. Let's see if DJJ tries to go back in there once again, now that his Sentry and Zealots have joined the fray. Warping in a few more stalkers here, and he's going to be tanking with all the low HP ones moving in here. His own Nexus is going to be finishing up at home though, but he hasn't got any tech to get out of this. He's still on 4 gateways for now. And let's see, he's gonna wait for this photon overcharge to time out. There's a second one available as soon as this one times out. So I don't know, Fungus, if he produces probes continuously during this attack, it's just going to be so far ahead when this attack is over. And it's not going to be over for a long period of time. He's trying to go in for it right now. Second photon overcharge not going off. I don't think Fungus is really focusing at all right now. There we go, there's photon overcharge. The Immortals are going forward very rapidly, and DJJ can just continuously warp in at home, or at the forward pylon rather, with his full warp kit he's got available to him. Fungus is warping in a lot of stalkers though, and over time he's going to be able to clean this up, I do think, right? I lost a bunch of core there, which is not nice for him, but he can remake that with more energy, of course. Just thing to keep in mind that when that respawns, it's gonna have more energy than very low HP one would have had. Now the photon overcharge I think is going to run out in like 15 seconds or something. So when that does run out, DJJ can continue his pushing right now. And the armor supply is 26 to 16. So DJJ is definitely ahead there. Why would you go into the main base meet? DJJ, what are you doing? You're gonna drop a force field. Force field on the ramp. It's not gonna force field. I don't know why. And now the immortal pop as well. Unfortunately though, it is getting caught off guard here. It cannot be defended by the other stalkers, but I think this was a really bad move from DJJ. His pylon is far away to bring a force, while Fungus can just warp in on top of it, of DJJ's army. DJJ's just losing this. He's just losing the battle right here. I think he lost like the entire game there. He could have cleaned up this Nexus. He's not going to be able to. And now it's 49 to 33. Really back and forth PvP right here. He's gonna try to deal a bit more damage, getting a few probes for his efforts, but not really a whole lot more than that. And now DJJ is up to 35 supply. He's got his second Nexus finished, but he hasn't produced any probes on the back of this. And Fungus, he's got a lot of minerals in the back to spare as well. He can just stop producing a lot of Immortals. Remember that he finished Colossus tech. He can produce Colossus, oh my god. Go to the income tab, it's 32 houses to 25 right now. I think these players are going to try to macro it out from here on out, but I don't know if they're going to be able to be honest. Yep, Fungus getting up a second fort as well. He's already gotten one, but I think he hasn't researched anything. So these players definitely could have kept up the multitasking a bit better, you know, producing probes on the back of the attack. Oh my god, I just can't get over this. And just, you know, producing stuff continuously instead of just focusing on one attack. But oh my god, they're both dropping to item counts at roughly the same time as well. So I think this game is going to be slowing down right now, but I do have to give the favor to Fungus. He's got to take advantage as well with the Immortals, but he also has the economy advantage. It's 42 to 33 right now. He's also got the upgrade advantage, which, you know, as we all know, in mirror matchups, upgrades are just super important because you can have the same units. So every single upgrade matters a lot. I think DJJ just kind of mined out his main base and I just transferred every single pro down to his natural base instead. And he's mining with 28 harvesters there, while Fungus should be mining a bit more. Yep, but he's going to be mining out his main base soon as well. Now Dark Shrine is coming down from Fungus though, which says there is no robo out from DJJ right now. He's still in Twilight and the Forge. You know, he can drop a cannon technically, but he hasn't really got any detection to deal with these Dark Templars that could enter the field anytime soon. So that could be just great for Fungus. Now 9 pilots being produced, you know, standard stuff. And a lot more gates are being added on by Fungus for now. He's also taking a third base. Oh my god, so many pilots coming down from Humble Bundles, Fungus. actually a third base being taken from DJJ as well. So remember that this started off with a crazy aggressive 4-gate, but now it's slowed down a bit. Where Twilight and Robo Colossus take. Both players trying to macro as well as they can out of this situation, trying to make the best of what they've got. And currently it's 68 supply to 70, so DJJ has been able to catch up a bit in the harvest count. He's starting to catch up in the tech as well. It's actually adding on a Templar Archives. I do think Colossi are going to be better in a straight up engagements against like Archons and Templars, but we'll see. He's adding on the Robo as well though. But I do have to give the advantage to Fungus here in the upgrades department. He has got the +1/+1 finished already. He's got the +2/+2 coming right now. While DJJ is just now researching the +1 attack. So that's going to be a huge thing for Fungus. And he's also going to try to set up a forward pylon here, which is unfortunately going to get spotted by DJJ though. Ugh. Intense, man. And now the DTs are finally moving out on the map. Let's see what they can actually make happen here. As I said earlier, there isn't a detection app for DJJ. He's just finished up his Robo, and he can produce an Observer, but if he splits these Dark Templars up well, he can deal a whole lot of damage. And it's not going to do that right now though. Sending them all to the natural, I would like to see a split. Sending at least one here over to the third base, but nope. Going all into the natural, and still, there is an Observer coming right now. But oh my god, these DTs doing so much damage. Finally, all the probes being pulled, but still, they've already killed off 12 Harvesters. And now I'd like to see him split them up, with the Observer joining very soon as well. Just split them up to prevent yourself from losing all the DTs at once. Because once detection is there, you're gonna lose every single one. Now just run more. He has spotted the third base, right? He has. Just run over to the third base with your DT instead. That would be kind of nice. Oh my god, he's gonna try to run. He's gonna make it. No, run! What is your waste, your DT, man? And now Fungus is gonna be kind of rushing up at the 23-minute mark over the third base of DJJ. And he's still keeping his probes with this army. Could have sent them back to mine, but nope. Keeping them here to attack with, I don't know why. And now he's just gonna go for it, I guess. He's just gonna try to go for it with all of his probes being pulled as well from his natural. So DJJ is gonna try to go for it right now. It's 107 supply to 84. Arm supply is 100 and, oh, it's 55 to 51 rather. Can we follow these, please? There we go. So we'll see. As I said earlier, they are Colossi out with +2/+2 compared to the +1 of his opponents. So I think Fungus is going to be absolutely finding hole in this up. He needs to focus down with the Immortals, please. Focus down with Stalker, that would be great. Probes are starting to fall for DJJ. The Colossus does fall though, very quickly. But still, Fungus is 95 supply to 54. And much of core dies as well. So many houses have died from DJJ. I don't know if he can actually get back into this game. He's gonna try to run for now, but I don't know if he's gonna be able to actually get back into it right now. But Fungus, nope, going to be chilling out. Oh my god, a lot of detection is getting revealed right now, that's for sure, with all of these observers. Okay, so let's see how DJJ can get back into this. It's 22, so halves this to 52 right now. It's gonna try to chrono boost as many as possible out, I guess. Producing 2 right now, could go up to 3, rally them all down to that third base or natural. But I don't know why Fungus is staying back. He killed off a lot of probes. He knows to kill off a lot of probes. He knows to kill off a lot of army of DJJ as well. But for some reason, he's just staying back for now. I'd like to see him move out on the map with this army and at least try to get some map presence and map control. Now, instead, he's gonna go up to a 4th base. Otherwise, yes, he is gonna go out on the map as well. Nope, just barely. There we go. With a couple of zealots joining him, he's going to be moving out. But the thing is, without this Colossus, I do have to give the advantage to DJJ. Arcus just deal an absurd amount of damage to biological units, such as the zealots. It's going to try to pull DJJ's army apart here. Oh, this is such a sick place for Fungus. Sending down all of the zealots, and now it's going to send out the main army as well. He's going to get some guaranteed pro damage on the back of this. Now with his +2/+2 though, he's starting to deal a lot of damage to this army, and DJJ is not attacking with his entire army, he's actually splitting it up, going to the third base right now with like 50% of his army, and that is not good for DJJ at all. Fungus is going to be able to push through right here, and DJJ is just gonna lose the game. It's 129 to 46 supply, he cannot defend this at all. The charge lot with 2-2 are just gonna be able to defeat this, so they actually have +2/+3 right now. DJJ is getting some good trades though with the Archons. But in the end, it's just going to be too much here from Fungus. And DJJ, it's 127 to 20, 123 to 27 on supply, or supply run. Fourth base is done as well for Fungus. And watching DJJ do, he's trying to warp and stuff, trying to chrono boost out upgrades, but he really is, it's just dead right here. He's dead in the water, man. What can he do? Trying to get at the mudship core right now, but Fungus is running in to Alien National as well, taking down the first pylon, going to be taking down the Nexus. If the mudship core ain't gonna make it out in time. There's the GG out of DJJ, and Humble Bundle going up to 3-2 lead right now. So that was a very cool PvP, really back and forth actually, and I feel like the players were kind of evenly matched actually. So let's do this. 3-2 lead right now for Humble Bundle. Humble Bundle. I am going to be back in just. And we're back. Okay, cool. 3-2 lead right now for Humble Bundle. If they take this last game, they're going to be moving on in the After Hours Gaming League Season 5. Oh, get some light up in this. And is there even a single person in chat? I know we're 12 people here, but where are everyone? Come on. I want to see some Hyperino. It's so hot in here. My computer is like setting this room on fire. There we go. Getting some air in here as well. Okay, let's go into Inferno Pools. That's where we're going. Inferno Pools. Inferno Poolerino. Okay, let's go. Some discussing had to be done. who is going to be up? Tametsu, where you at, bro? Tametsu isn't even here. I can't even invite some of the players because they're not on my friends list, and they're accepting invites from people not on the friends list apparently. Okay, so apparently DJJ wasn't too pleased with his PvP there. He felt like it was pretty terrible, to be honest. And I thought I could discuss it with him, so I'm gonna share some of my thoughts on that PvP right here, right now. So as I said, during the game a lot of times, it was actually a really back and forth game. And what I think DJJ could have focused on during his attack, he could have produced more probes. Okay. He could have produced more probes. He could have not moved in to the main base. So I'm gonna write to him. Could have not moved into the main base. And you know, if he would have kept up a bit of multitasking and trying to get up upgrades as well, I think it could have turned out to be just a lot better, and also teching earlier. Yes, he says that he needs to work on translation. Very true. Tech earlier. And what more could he focused on? I'm trying to think here what actually happened in that game. He went for the 4-gate. Kind of worked. Not really. It got pushed back pretty easily. And then the follow-up attack actually worked out great because his opponent actually threw away his army. Oh, where is he? No, one of the players are missing. So actually threw away his army, his opponent did. And it turned out to be a pretty close game since they both made some pretty huge throws. I mean, if he would have kept up his production a bit better. More and better. Okay, his in-game name is Tamerlane. There we go. If we would have kept up his production a bit better, teched a lot earlier, walked into right units, not like focusing super heavily on stalkers against the immortals, would have been great. Let's see the place already. It looks like one of our players has never been placed in StarCraft 2, so that is kind of cute. That is just lovely. And the other dude, MLG Rab, Bunny Rabbit has been in Masters 2 times. I feel like this is going to be a pretty one-sided game. But we'll see. Okay. Okay, this as you can see in the loading screen, we're joining Inferno Pools right now. I'm going to be talking about that map as well. Not a huge fan of this map, I barely played it And also I want to talk about one of our players who, one of the dudes on his team actually said that this may be his 4th or 5th game against a real person. Yeah, that's, that explains itself sort of. So MLG Rab, MLG are going to be at 2 right now. Wow, Humble Bundle on 3. If they take this game, they're going to be winning. They're going to be moving on into the playoff. In the playoff, I don't know how the tournament works. So either way, spawning in the leftmost position of the map, representing MLG, it is Rab. And in the right position, representing Humble Bundle, it is Tamerlane. And I say this once again, Tamerlane has never been placed in the Starcraft League, and this is his 4th or 5th game against a real person, a real player. But he's going to have the better opener right here. Rab actually messed up a bit. He delays his depot. I think this was a mess up. But he's going for a really weird gas timing as well, so we'll see. These players are close by ground and in front of bulls. And it's just pretty strange to have close by ground, because you expand here once. Boom, take this expansion, not a problem. And then you take your 3rd base up here. The opponent takes his 3rd base up here. They just have a lot of places to defend. Just some really weird large map. I don't like it at all. I've basically never played it. I played it once, I think, twice, 3 times perhaps. So now Tamerlane is going to be opening up with a 12-12. That's what it looks like. It's going to go into a Reaper opener right here. It's a very solid opener. I think he's been taught some stuff from his teammates perhaps, because this still looks very solid out of Tamerlane right now. Of course, since that depot was a bit delayed from Rab, he's going to be going for a bit of a later barracks right here. Tamerlane, oh my god, who's going to win? Oh yeah, Rab's going to win that. Yep. Jojo Craft is here. Jojo Craft, what is up? Because Jojo Craft is one of the admins / he actually casted with me the previous week on the SFV Rush tournament. So Jojo Craft, very much welcome to the stream. So Robert now getting up the orbital command. Of course, Tamerlane already on point with this orbital command. Man, he's played like 4 games before this. Prior to this game, he's a fucking pro, man. Don't you dare touch Tamerlane. He knows what's up. Unfortunately, he's going to be scouting in the wrong direction now. But still, no Reaper out of neither of these players. Instead of Factory first out of MLG Rab, which was kind of to be expected since he went for gas first. Just gives him like perfectly 100 gas as soon as his barracks finishes. So that is kind of awesome. And no Reaper out of Tamerlane either. Instead, he's going to be going for that Factory as well. So we're going to see pretty much identical builds right here, except for the fact that Tamerlane has delayed his stuff a bit. It still looks like Tamerlane is playing this out really solidly, keeping up marine production right now, not supply blocked compared to MLG Rab. What is this? What is this? 9919, bro, keep up. And our starport being dropped as well from Rab. So looks like he might go for some sort of medevac marine drop. 2 Hellions, 2 Hellions with 4 Marines perhaps. We'll see. But looks like Tamerlane might actually be prepared for this, because he's already got one of his factories finished up. He's getting the tech lab on the barracks as well, of course, to get that stem up. Tamerlane, I don't know how he's doing this. I was informed that he's only played 4 or 5 games as a real person, and now he's already ahead in Harvesters, and he's going to be ahead, he's going to be ahead in the Harvest account, which is basically the most important thing in mirror matchups. But the thing is, we'll see if he's going to be able to hold off this drop that is coming out of Rab relatively soon here. As said, he's going to be going in with 2 Hellions and 4 Marines. No, he's going with a 2 Hellion push right here. I've never really seen this before. It's kind of strange. I was totally expecting this is kind of weird. I was totally expecting him to go for that drop, but nope, instead going to be moving out with the Hellions on the ground. Yeah, I don't know about that. I have no idea. But ooh, Tamerlane almost able to kill off a Hellion. He's going to be floating this. He's going for double starport. Oh my god. He went for double starport all during this, and he's going to go into double Banshee? Double tech lab, double Banshee? Is that a possibility? He went for pretty early second gas. He's got a lot of gas piled up here. He's getting cloak. Jojo Craft playing GTA 5. Man, I bought that game yesterday. I played the shit out of that. I'm gonna have a chemistry test tomorrow. I'm gonna be yeah, it's gonna be great. Thank you very much, Jody Craft. Feels awesome. Awesome. Fortunately though for Tamerlane, he's going to be slightly supply bucked here, but supply bow finishing up, boom, right on point. Tamerlane, he knows what's up. Tamerlane, so happy for this dude. But we'll see if he's going to be able to hold this off. It's going to be difficult for these Hellions to push up here without any high ground vision. Why would you do that when you saw the Marines there the previous time? Fortunately, oh my god, Tamerlane, no. There we go. He knew exactly what to do. He just picked up the Hellion and then pulled back. That was going to get some sick trades with this high ground. But at the same time, MLG Rab is moving into the mineral line with a sick drop, dealing 3, 4. He's killed off 6 obviously so far. Tamerlane, react! He's not reacting. He's not reacting at all. Tamerlane, it looks so good. It looks so good for him. But now it's down to 16 supply. 16 to 50 right now. And oh my god. Cloak is finished up though. Is there any... There's no engineering bay. That is lovely for Tamerlane. If you can go ahead and be a bit aggressive with his banshees, which I don't expect him to be, because at this point you're gonna feel pretty defensive. You want to defend, you don't want to take any more additional damage, so it's hard to actually move out with these banshees, especially when you don't have a lot of experience actually playing the game. So we'll see what Tamerlane decides to do with his banshees after this. Engineering bay though is finally coming up for Rab. What are you doing up here, sir? I think this SV has been it was sent out on a scouting mission very early on in the game, if you do remember that, and this is what he's seen. He went up here. What did he see? He saw a path of something, and then he just ended up over here, and now he's been stuck here for the rest of the game. So it looks like Rab is going to be moving up with yet another drop, and we'll see if he's going to be able to deal some damage with this. He's going to be going for a push on the ground as well, and Tamerlane hasn't really got anything to defend this with. Producing Marines right now. He's still got the Banshees of Life, that is nice. And other Marines that are Vikings, yeah. Of course, these do have cloaks, so I guess they can technically cloak, get away. Cloak. Oh, no cloaking. No cloaking being issued right now. Oh, there's the cloaking command. So one Banshee gets out with like 45% of that HP remaining. That was actually exactly 50, 70 out of 140, so that's pretty cool. Now MLG Rab is moving into the main base of Tamerlane, and I think this is going to be the doom job to end them all. And oh my god, it actually deactivates the cloak as well. It decloaks the Banshee. MLG Rab is in here dealing damage, and MLG are going to be evening up the series right now. Yes, there are going to be VODs pass up. Don't even worry about it. There are going to be VODs. They're going to be on my YouTube channel, District StarCraft. Here we go. 3-3. MLG ties it up. Oh my god, it's 3-3. Holy fucking shit. Hang on. Let me get some lighting up in this. Get a light. The phone light. Oh my god. Okay. Here, you can see all the VODs right here. On my... See this? See this? Bars up, can you see that? Can you see this? This thing? Yeah. Okay, let's actually mention it in the chat as well. It all comes down. Okay, it looks like the team leaders or admins, whatever, are going to be PMing the players. Okay, we have the first player for Humble Bundle. I ain't gonna tell you who it is. The ace player for Humble Bundle is here. He's ready to play. Ready to go. He's a good player. He's really good. And who is going to be representing MLG? Okay, my guess is going to be on... I don't know. Sash? Sash was pretty good. Sash is a good player. My guess is on Sash. But we'll see. Waiting for that PM right now, and I ain't gonna let you know who it is until we get in to the game. So Iron Fortress. Okay, cool. So the final map of the night is going to be Iron Fortress. No, create with mod Plux Arena. Okay, we're going into the lobby right now. Who is the ace of MLG? I still haven't received a PM. By the way, everyone feel free to leave a follow on the channel. I do just after our Gaming League stuff here. And perhaps, you know, the occasional ladder stream as well. So it's, I sent a PM to Dude in MLG, but I didn't. I haven't received a reply just yet. Okay, so apparently they're still discussing. Haven't really decided on anything just yet. What's up on Twitter, man? Liquid Bunny stuck in Diamond League, man. Damn, son. Yay! Got a follower from the Shameless Plug. Sweet. Okay, you got the ace from MLG. Oh my god. I'm gonna give you one small hint. It's a PvP final. The countdown has begun. And we're going into the final game of the night, the ace match. The current score is 3-2-3. Anything can happen. And I present to you the players. Sash versus Andy. I need to tab out real quick of StarCraft. There we go. Gotta have OBS open. Whoops. We're back in it. So welcome to Iron Fortress, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, one of the new maps here with the new ladder pool. The current score is 3-2-3. And it's going to be a PvP ace match here. PvP finals, if you want to call it that. So, spawning in the bottom right hand side on this map, representing Humble Bundle, it's Andy. And in the top right, representing MLG as a Blue Protoss player, it's Sash. I told you it was gonna be Sash. Told you so. And you know, let's have a look at the map. Actually, it's a surprisingly small map. It looks kind of large when you look at it first, but there aren't that many expansions available. You have your natural here, of course. Boom, just right here. Decently sized like entrance. Then you have your third base. You can either take a third base up here or a third base here. And you know, if you expand over here, you're just gonna be so close to the opponent's potential third as well. So it's a pretty strange map. Not super strange, but it's hard to go into long macro games on this map. Of course, it's doable if you both expand to the right or to the left side, but we'll see how these plays played out. Of course, they're going to be opening up pretty standardly here, both of them. Going for 14 gas, 13 gas. No, 14 gas to both of them. I think Sash actually like canceled this probe to get an earlier gas and go for 13 gate, 14 gas, which is actually like the good old standard Wings of Liberty. Sash is going to be following it up with a relatively early second gas as well. We have like a 14 first and like 15 second, so this is early stuff coming out of Sash. And it looks like he might want to be aggressive later on. He's gonna pop 3 into that immediately. Ooh, he saved up a lot of Chrono Boost. Proxy Stargate. Proxy Stargate, man, I'm feeling it. 7x score coming down. 1, 2, 2, only 2. He pulled out a second one, so no, okay, it's 2 in each, but he's still got a lot of Chrono Boost saved up. It could be for 4 gate, of course, just because of the fact that two guys give you like each guy gives you 80% of mining, because having 3 in each doesn't really make that large of a difference compared to having 2. It's like the last 20% that you manage to squeeze out of your guys with that last probe. So in the early game, it's a lot more effective to have 2 in each when you don't really need all of that last piece of gas. Right now, Andy clearing up this doubting probe, and what is Sash doing? He's putting a lot of Chrono Boost into his stock right now, and he's following this up with an early gateway. I think this was an 18 gate, and this is what I do in PvP as well. He's probably going to drop a Stargate at around the 5 to 5:30 minute mark. We'll see if he decides to go for Stargate. Of course, you can change that out to like a Robo if you decide to do that, if you like that a bit more. But we'll see. Stargate coming out of Andy though a lot earlier, and this is cool to see. Let's see if we see Stargate versus Stargate actually. That would be great. But since Andy went for this super early Stargate, he's not going to have a whole lot to hold off this double gate pressure that can come out of Sash right now. He's got a lot of Chrono Boost saved up still. No, he's not going to do anything. And he's still sticking with 2 hosters and each gas. I'm just a bit curious as to why he's saving up this amount of Chrono Boost right here. Sash gonna try to come down his own ramp here. Andy's trying to control it with some stalkers, but no. Sash, just keep fighting. You had the advantage right there. But now he's gonna try to get the high ground advantage as well, which is just great. But nope, Andy's just gonna push in here with a lot of stalkers, even though Sash is on 2 gateways compared to 1 of Andy, right? Andy's on 1 gateway, right? Yep, his second one is just about to finish up right now, so Sash is ahead right now in the gateway count. But now Andy's gonna be sending in that first Oracle. Just gonna get spotted by Sash's beautiful Munchkin core. Oh my god. If it spots the Oracle, might not actually. Andy might just change the rally point just because of that Munchkin core. No, it's gonna spot the Oracle perhaps. Is it gonna spot the Oracle? The Oracle's gonna pop right now, and it's spotted immediately. He tries to change the rally point. It was just a few seconds too late, and so we're gonna see the recall. Perhaps he's just gonna let it die. I just realized this is kind of bad. I just realized that this is kind of bad. Where are the stalkers? There they are. I have to get into the main base immediately. He saw the Oracle. He's gonna get into the main base with all of his stalkers to defend his mineral line. The obvious choice right here, I have to say. And Sash, he's got a lot of stalkers to defend. 3 stalkers can easily hold off an Oracle. There we go. Andy manages to save it actually, so that's nice for him. Now expansion coming out of Sash, expansion coming out of Andy. But as I said, it's pretty hard to get a 3rd base up on this map. Ooh, the Oracle survives just barely there. We'll see how these players manage to make it happen here. Sash is dropping down the Robo right now. Fortunately for him, Andy's not going for super heavy on air either. Instead, he's going to be focusing on Robo as well, which is the most standard route to go in PvP. Because air doesn't really scale that well into the later stages of the game. Ooh. Well, it does if you take like Tempest and stuff, but sticking to Void Race isn't quite gonna cut it when you reach the higher leagues. So as we've talked about a lot during this night, is that in mirror matchups, upgrades are super important, and Andy's gonna have a slight advantage here. Of course, Sash can actually chrono boost and get ahead in the upgrades department, but for now, Andy's going to be slightly ahead in that upgrade because he's gonna have an earlier +1 attack. But for now, this game is still very even, I have to say. Oracle trying to get in here and deal some damage, up to 2 kills in total right now. Hasn't actually paid for itself in this game. House count is 31 to 35, so Andy's going to be slightly ahead there. So we're going to be slightly ahead in the armor supply, so I'll just give the general advantage right now to Andy. It also has the +1 attack, as I mentioned earlier. Twilight Council also coming in. And look at this, the Oracle's actually forced out a photon cannon. And this is, you know, and indirectly 150 minerals. Oh my god, 150 minerals killed off. That could have been like a stalker or, you know, stalkers and 150 minerals, but you get my point. Now it looks like Andy's setting himself up nicely to go into the later stages of the game. But Sash, he's trying to go up to Colossi Tech. The Colossi Tech is just super strong in PvP. It's just ridiculously strong. It's not as strong as it was in Wings of Liberty due to the Tempest. But, you know, in Wings of Liberty, it's just the guy with the most Colossi just won. Nothing else mattered. If you had more Colossi than your opponent, you just won. And Andy's actually going up to Colossus himself, so we might actually see Colossus vs Colossus here in Haunted Swarm as well. And a tech to Stargate could be vital here. Boom, there we go, the Oracle dies. Because if one of them takes to Stargate, the other one keeps producing Colossi, Immortals, you're dead. As soon as this Void Race, Tempest, whatever you have, as soon as they hit, you're dead, you know, you're dead. So 3rd base is coming up right now for Andy though, which is going to put him in a very good position if that goes, you know, uncontested and actually finishes. But it's not, you know, I feel like whenever I play PvP, expanding just feels super risky, because it's so easy to get your expansion shut down in PvP. Super quick warp-ins, and you know, I actually calculated this super quickly when I was like in the shower. I was thinking about this, how costly it actually is to expand. Because first of all, 400 minerals, boom, right here. Let's say you make 8 probes. 8 probes, that's 400 extra minerals. A pylon, a cannon. You get over like 1,000 minerals to actually invest into an expansion. Your opponent can actually invest 1,000 minerals into units and still have spent the same amount. So if Sash produces continuously units instead of, you know, expanding himself, he can be ahead in the arm supply and just kill you outright. Therefore, it is a, oh my god, I actually kill off some Stalker. It is a very large investment to go for an early expansion. It is very risky, because in general, you know, it's often a lot more than actually 1,000 minerals. But for now, Andy is going to be investing quite a lot into this expansion. But we'll see if Sash can actually punish it. If he cannot, well, then it's going to be behind. That's just how StarCraft works. So now double robo is actually up with Sash, and I think this is going to be super hard to work off of on 2 bases. I mean, if he's going to produce double Colossus, that's basically all he's going to be able to produce, because they are super costly. But he's going to try, and he is actually mining quite a lot here, and I was actually going up 3 bases. So there we go. Going up 3 bases, no problem. Producing double Colossus, not going to be a problem. But Andy's already ahead. He's already ahead in the expansion timing. So it's only a matter of time. Oh my god, Andy, you are a sick man. The scouting man. But he's just barely missed the problem. Nope. Andy doesn't miss shit, man. Pulling it up. Boom. Shuts it down. Now Andy gets a full scout off as well of this 3rd base. So Andy, I'm telling you, man, he's got some sick map controls. He's got the watchtower here. Most useless watchtower in the world. He's got this pylon right here. The hallucination just died. He's got some sick knowledge of what is going on. Temple Archives also coming up full Sash right now. He's got the armor coming, but let's go back to the upgrades real quick. And he's actually going to be on the +2 right now, resetting to the +3. I'm going to talk about upgrades real quick in PvP. In PvP, you want to favor the attack upgrades, just because of the fact that Colossi deal a lot of splash damage. You want a lot of damage for Colossus. If you have a lot of damage on your Colossus, they're going to deal a lot of damage to the entire opponent's army. So that is basically why you want to invest into +3 attack. Here's a cool thing coming in. Where's that? There's Dark Shrine coming in from Andy right now in this. Dark Templars in PvP. I think they're so frustrating, man. You're far ahead, you're doing great, pushing up with your army just like this, and you've got about your observer, and then you just Dark Shrine just tearing through. Dark Shrines, Dark Templars just tearing through your army, and then just killing you outright. Unfortunately for Sash, he's got detection, he's got cannons in positions to actually hold off any sort of potential DTs. But still, they can be used for Archons, which I think is going to be the main use in this game. And Archons just deal a whole lot of damage to clumped up units such as Solids. You can also deal additional damage to biological units. So right now, Andy's trying to make a push happen right now. But as you can see, it's 82 armor supply to 85, very even, like 1 solid difference. And the work supply, Sash is actually pulled ahead. So I'm gonna put Sash, if he can hold this off. What's the Colossi count? It's 4 to 5. So yeah, I think Sash is going to be fine, but it's a bit high on the stocky count, and with the Archons joining in, oh, those Archons can deal a lot of damage. Oh my god. This is going to be a pretty cool fight. Let's actually do some sick stuff right here. Oh my god, you see all this vision that we get all of a sudden? So let's actually have a look at this. The Archons are running in right now. The Zealots are in the back. That is not good at all for Sash, and you don't have a charge. His Colossi clumped up as well, just getting overrun in this engagement right here. And oh my god, all of his Colossi are going to fall the Time Warp as well, pretty much, you know, not allowing these Colossi to retreat. And now Sash, he knows his entire team's life is on the line. He's trying to run to the high ground. This is a good position for his Colossi, but of course Andy has the Colossi advantage right now. Those Archons actually turn the tide of this battle. Like, we're so close before this battle took place, but it's going to be the GG. Oh my god, it's such a quick ending to a very close game. And yeah, let's get the light up in this. And Humble Bundle, take it. It's a full 3v3 for Humble Bundle. That is going to be that. I'm just gonna add that to the full 3. Boom. So now, this was just a really good series, and I hope you all enjoyed the casting. From the feedback that I received from some of the players, they were pretty pleased with it, and that of course makes me really happy as well. And you know, as I said multiple times, feel free to leave a follow on the channel. Feel free to follow me on my Twitter, but also check out my YouTube channel. The VOD will be there. The VOD will be on the spreadsheet for like the casting thing. In the full VOD will be there. I will not split up the games because it just takes a whole lot of work to do, and I don't have that much time to do that, to be honest. So I hope you all enjoyed it, and I will see you next Sunday. I'll be here, same time.